back and no one will suspect the old man is high because I'm an old man.
Right. Wow.
That's like it. A nursery
I
or a
would
hardware
work
store.
with
Guy
children.
heaven.
I would work with children.
Yeah, you don't want to smoke pot working
No,
with children.
I would not smoke anything.
They
I
really
gave
will.
up cigarettes in 1983 when
You'll
my
get it back.
son was born.
You'll get it
Max
back.
was born.
You'll get it back.
You think?
Yeah, you can get right back on that if you want.
Yeah, but I'm so happy I stopped smoking.
Were you ever a pot smoker?
No, I smoked Marlboros and then Vantage because I thought they were healthier.
Yeah.
What kind of schmuck am I?
Well, you're like every other schmuck in the country
Really?
that went with the advertising. These are nice on your T-zone.
Wow.
Vantage has flavor and
I
less
would
tar.
wake up. If I could, I would have put the entire pack in my mouth, lit all 20, and smoked them at once.
Because you loved it so
I
much?
loved it. I used to dream about a cigarette that was a mile long that never went out, that I just kept on puffing. Swear to God.
That's usually how people dream about, like, cocaine.
Nope. I tried cocaine one time in my life, and
It was in Australia with the Aboriginals.
it was not.
Oh.
It was my first moment in Hollywood, and it was the worst feeling in the world when you stop and it was like I was falling through a hole in my brain. And that was 1973. Never tried it again.
I've never seen it. And people don't believe me when I say that. But I always knew if I was at a party and somebody said, hey, they're doing rails like down the hall.
Nobody.
I always ran out because I knew I'd be the only one that would make the paper.
All right.
Like, hey, they broke up the party.
You know what?
on the
Whatever
ASU
that paranoia is, you made the right choice every time. Because I've never met anybody who has benefited from using drugs.
Lawrence Taylor
was completely trashed because of drugs. So he was in The Waterboy.
Joe Theismann's leg
was
a direct
crushed
because of Lawrence Taylor's cocaine use.
Is that true?
No, I don't know, but I know Lawrence Taylor.
You made that up?
No, Lawrence Taylor did so much coke all the time. I'm trying to find some weird wrinkle of humanity where cocaine actually worked for someone. And I think Lawrence Taylor, like smoking crack, or Hollywood Henderson of the Cowboys.
Hollywood Henderson.
Great book about smoking crack before the Super Bowl. There's a knock on his door. He thinks it's a cop. Answers the door with a 44.
Yeah.
It's Marvin Gaye. He says, I understand you have coke and bitches. So they stay up till noon smoking crack. Super Bowl's at 3. And he has like 3 sacks in the Super Bowl. He's just railed out of his face. Just lining up. Get the quarterback, get the quarterback, get the quarterback, get the quarterback.
Wow.
It's a very goal-oriented drug, I think.
And that is crack?
He was freebasing.
All
yeah.
right. If I play football in my next lifetime, I'm going right for the crack then.
You heard it here first. U.S. storage centers. Do you need to clear out some space at home? Get a storage space. Make some room. Take them to U.S. storage centers and keep them safe until you need them, or sell them. All those valuables you have that you're not really using, that you step over, you leave on the stairs, don't do it. Put them in U.S. storage centers. Go to jaymohr.com, click on the U.S. storage center banner, and get 3 months for up to 50% off based on availability. You will also receive a $25 moving supplies credit. Boxes, locks, whatever you need. These are some of the good guys. They support Curate with a K, curate.org, as in kidney, Curate, a kidney cancer research charity. And you as a customer can contribute by rounding up to the nearest dollar. 100% of that money goes to charity because the boss of U.S. Storage pays for all the bureaucracy by himself. U.S. Storage Centers match your contribution dollar for dollar. These are really good people, one of the first sponsors of the podcast. So if you're going to use a storage center, go to U.S. Storage Centers, and maybe you'll save someone's life.
Do they have a jingle?
We can
Storage centers. Now you're in. Put your stuff in the little bin.
Or big, yeah, I like it.
I just made that up. Do you think that they'll use that jingle and then I will get a residual?
I think they're going to use that, and then you're going to get sued by Roto-Rooter.
Why? Oh, it was that.
Roto-Rooter, that's the name. Wash your troubles down the drain.
But you could use a Roto-Rooter to clean out your drain in the middle of your bin.
I like that. Cooperative, corporate crossover. Corporate crossover. Let's get a third company in there. We'll make it like an NBA trade. I never know how those work. Those NBA trades are like, we'll give you Dwight Howard. These two teams up in Toronto will give us two picks.
Do you know? This is the truth. This is pathetic but true. I have heard Dwight Howard's name now for the last 3 or 4 months. Right? Is that they're talking about
Yes, sir.
trading him? And that? I have no idea where he is. I have no idea where he's going. I have no idea if he wants to go. All I know is Dwight Howard.
He's a bad guy,
He is a big guy.
in my opinion.
Okay.
He
So
played-
what about Nash coming to
Incredible.
the Lakers? Good.
You know what else the Lakers need now?
No.
Nothing.
Oh wow.
Nothing whatsoever. Everyone on the team just got 2 years younger. Everyone on the team no longer has to work for their shots. Are you a big basketball fan?
I'm not.
Oh.
I had tickets when they were at the Forum.
Me too.
Which was so intimate and so fabulous. Magic, Michael Cooper, Kareem, Silk,
Rambus.
Rambus,
Right.
Rambus, and
Riley,
his
of course. My wife danced at the Forum. Remember Dancing Barry?
No kidding. I remember Dancing Barry.
And at the end of the
She
routine,
dated
he
him?
No, she
Oh.
danced for him in that little thing.
Oh,
At the end
wow.
of the whole routine, he
Yeah.
would throw a 5-year-old up in the air.
Yeah.
That was my wife.
Oh my gosh.
One day, he turned because somebody distracted him,
What
and
was
she
your
cracked
wife?
her head open on
was
the Forum floor.
was your wife a performer at one time, or still is?
Yeah, we met on the show Las Vegas. Was her? She was on that show with Jimmy Kahn. She was
Yeah.
on that show for a long time.
I knew she looked familiar.
She had her own show.
So
Nikki.
beautiful.
She was on a show on Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
The Norm Macdonald show she was on.
Wow.
Now she's just momming it.
Hey, and a great mom.
She's
Hey,
a great
I
mom.
watched her before we came here to do the podcast, and you can just tell.
Oh.
She is a great mother. She loves being a mother.
She does. She was
She
born
is-
to be a mother.
Yeah, she was born to be a mom.
But you were obviously born to be, I don't know
A
what your
dad?
relationship with your kids, but your grandparents. My son, now we have 3 guests that have come in here that my son Meredith has attached himself to. The first was comedian Gary Goldman,
Okay.
nice Jewish boy, went to BU.
Right. I went to Emerson. I love Boston.
There you go, nice Boston boy.
Just made a movie there that comes out in October called Here Comes the Boom.
Here comes the boom.
Yes, with Kevin James and Selma Hayek.
You're in good
who
company, my
is-
friend. Tell me who you're with, and I'll tell you who you are, Henry Winkler.
It's so true. I say the same thing. Let's shake on that.
That's right.
We're shaking. You can't see. Can I ask you another question? Yeah. Why do you have such a comfortable chair and I have to continually move my tush around to get comfortable?
You want to know what's funny?
Yeah,
is
what is funny?
every show. Jackie Gleason's pretty funny.
Very funny.
George Carlin, Honeymooners. You know,
He was good, but I saw
Do you wanna
a
switch chairs?
show being shot, the Jackie Gleason show, in New York City when I was 11.
I heard he. I usually ask the guests where they want to sit, and
Yeah.
you just sat there, so I sat here.
I do because it looks like the host chair.
Well, let's switch.
No, I don't want to switch now.
Why not?
Because I like to complain.
Oh, okay. Jackie Gleason, I was told, in
I
his
want to be
biography.
fucking uncomfortable.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Jackie Gleason kept a fresh bowl of carnations just off stage in case one of the petals of the carnation in his suit came off.
Oh, wow.
He would run off stage and replace the
And replace
carnation.
it. Wow, what a
He had such
brilliant.
a skewed sense
Yeah.
of success. Like success to him was having a 24-hour limousine waiting for him at all times, like just hemorrhaging
Yeah.
cash. Basically, success to Gleason was just to hemorrhage cash.
You know what, though? Can I ask? I would like that. I would love somebody who is not tired and not drunk to be ready to take me anywhere at any time.
Well, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
You
Well,
had
can I-
that on your
Do you ever
fingertip.
think about? Does it ever come into your imagination if you had the choice between a plane or a boat, or do you neither?
Boat?
A boat?
Yeah, because I love to fish.
I love to fish too.
I love the
What
water.
kind of fish?
Bass mostly.
Bass is nice. Bass is nice.
I've never had much luck with the trout.
Trout is great.
Very
My
hard
favorite
to catch
thing
for
to
me.
do.
And it's always weird when you do like brook trout and brown trout. I'm always amazed that they live in like 3 inches of fast water.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Well,
how it
I'm
works.
just grateful that they do.
You're a huge fisherman, as
I am.
illustrated by your book. I've never met an idiot on the river.
That's true.
By Henry Winkler, Reflections on Family Photography and Fly Fishing. And
Yeah.
you got great reviews on that. Adam Sandler wrote a nice blurb for you,
He
as
did.
did Ron Howard. That really is the polar opposites of show business talent.
Yes, but they are unbelievably equally talented.
Nice, I would
In
say.
different
Equally
well, no,
nice.
They are equally talented. Adam Sandler is in charge of every, whether you like his films or you don't, whether or whatever. He's in charge of every frame of the
Oh, really?
the stuff
I
that
like
he
the
makes.
Water Boy, not because not.
Yeah,
I'm not
Click
saying that
was
'cause you're
great.
here. Which one?
Click?
I didn't see Click, but I
a minute.
loved.
Wait, say that
Little
again?
Nicky. I did not see Click.
Okay.
I loved
But
Little
you're
Nicky.
going to now.
We'll see. You know, I might have to watch Equus or something first.
No.
No?
No.
No Richard Burton.
No. Sleeping with a horse is like absurd.
He didn't sleep with the horses. He gouged their eyes out with meat hooks.
But he loved them, didn't he?
He sure did.
Yeah.
And Richard Burton was
No,
jealous
I would go
'cause
with
the boy
Click
had
first.
passion. Click?
Yeah.
Wasn't Christopher Walken in Click as
You
well?
know what? Christopher Walken. I
Yeah.
saw him on Broadway.
Henry Winkler is my guest.
Very good.
Of course, it's called an impression for a reason.
That's very excellent.
Yeah, he sounds
Okay,
surprised.
now how about this?
Yeah,
We're at dinner,
sure.
and we're ordering, and I have to say to Christopher, would you like the mashed potatoes, or do you want a baked potato? And he could not decide. I ordered for him.
Where were you and
I
why
was
were
like
you eating
his-
together?
We were in
We're at the Ground Round in Wayne, New Jersey.
No, we were all the way like in the forest in the north of California shooting Click, where we went back in time. I went back and I was before I had Adam in the movie.
I guess if push comes to shove, mashed. Yeah,
Very good.
but not too much butter. Lumpy.
Yeah, I don't like lumpy. I like it really
Yeah,
smooth.
it's got to be smooth, so I can
Smooth.
put my peas, mix things I want in them
Wow.
at the same time.
Yeah.
But let's not get too
I
far away
can
from Happy
only
Day and Chuck.
imitate my parents. Short Germans.
Really?
Yeah.
Winkler?
Yeah.
Winkler.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear it.
What do you think? I brought the business over here. You want to be an actor. The boys and the girls that looks the same to me. I throw up on them.
What business did your parents
Very, very lovely people.
What
Very,
business-
very supportive.
They sound
Wow.
cuddly.
My father
Sound
brought
like
a
people that
lumber
like to
business.
snuggle.
They want to snuggle.
With that
Word
impression.
never came out of their mouth.
You don't think I like to snuggle?
They didn't say snuggle. Come over here and click your heels. You stand up when I come in the room.
Kugelsteifer.
Hello,
It was a lumber
with
business?
Schmitz.
You-
I made it up.
your
Schmitz.
They're Schmitz?
Yeah, I made it up.
I like it. But
Thank
they,
you.
They really had a lumber business.
They had my father brought a lumber business here from Germany in Berlin.
Winkler Lumber.
Winkler Lumber. It was called Ernst Zeidelman Corporation.
Is this true?
Yeah,
And where was this?
New York City.
And
He was
that's
the middleman.
He was the
They
middleman.
bought and they sold lumber. Wow. He
Let's go-
wanted me to take over the business.
And you said,
I want to be an actor.
you said a.
I did not. I didn't say A until September 1973 was the first time I said A.
Is October, September a new month that you've made up?
No, I couldn't. I don't remember exactly
Is that
when
a
we
new
made the
REM
pilot
album? October,
for it.
September?
Oh, but they were like what? It was standing in the corner, being like Jesus or something. What was that song?
That's me in the corner.
There you go.
I got to get back to Chuck.
Our youngest son Max sang that song for months.
Well, yeah, it's a catchy tune.
It's me in the corner.
That's Max?
That was Max when it came out.
I don't know if you're doing Max or your parents again.
No, that was Max.
That'd be great if Max, for some reason, just talked like your parents as
No,
a child.
that was not No.
No, I know it's not
No.
German at all.
No.
I was just trying to.
Okay, let's get back to Chuck.
So Chuck, the first Chuck quits. He freaks out. He opens an insurance business in Texas.
Yes. Well,
In the South.
Yeah, in the South.
Second Chuck says, "Hey, I'm gonna go to my room." I don't know why he's a Brooklyn accent when they live in Wisconsin. So he probably said, "Hey guys, I'm gonna
Well-
go upstairs and have a knockdown, relax a little bit.
With some beers.
Well, I'm gonna have some beers. Probably not on 8 o'clock. Probably didn't
Jay,
have beers."
another wonderful accent.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna go upstairs, Mom and Dad. Hey, Richie, I'll be upstairs. We'll talk about the Brewers.
Yeah.
So he goes upstairs.
Yes.
And
Never comes down.
they never. I guess that really is the rule of TV. Don't ever explain.
You don't need to explain.
Uh,
People will just go with it. They'll talk about it for a while, and then they'll just go with it.
and then you were supposed to be another child. You said on
No.
Happy Days.
I was the friend, but when I moved in,
I remember that.
okay, I was like the older brother to Richie
Okay.
and to Joni
But then why did they cut Chuck out?
because
entirely?
they could not write for two older brothers.
So they knew down the line that Fonz was.
They
the
had a
villain.
feeling
Arthur.
that I was replacing that character or the function of that character.
Now, did they tell Chuck this?
No.
Or did they just let him come to work and lay down upstairs every day?
No, I don't think so. I think they eventually told him, hey, if you're in bed, stay.
He's 82 years old.
You're
He's
home.
on stage 7 at Culver City Studios. Going,
Enjoy.
I'm still here.
Stage 19, Paramount Studios.
Nice.
The back part of the studio that I just kept on puffing. Swear to God.
That's usually how people dream about like cocaine.
Nope. I tried cocaine one time in my life, and
It was in Australia with the Aboriginals.
it was not.
Oh.
It was my first moment in Hollywood, and
You'll get it back.
You think?
Yeah, you can get right back on that if you want.
Nah, but I'm so happy I stopped smoking.
Were you ever a pot smoker?
No, I smoked Marlboros and then Vantage because I thought they were healthier.
Yeah.
What kind of schmuck am I?
Well, you're like every other schmuck in the country
Really?
that went with the.
It was the worst feeling in the world when you stop and it was like I was falling through a hole in my brain. And that was 1973. Never tried it again.
I've never seen it, and people don't believe me when I say that. But I always knew if I was at the advertising, these are nice on your T-zone.
Wow.
Vantage has flavor and
I
less
would
tar.
wake up. If I could, I would have put the entire pack in my mouth, lit all 20, and smoked them at once.
Because you loved it so
I
much?
loved it. I used to dream about a cigarette that was a mile long that never went out.
Back, and no one will suspect the old man is high because I'm
Yeah.
an old man.
Right. Wow.
That's like it. A nursery
I
or a
would
hardware
work
store.
with
Guy
children.
heaven.
I would work with children.
Yeah, you don't want to smoke pot working
No,
with children.
I would not smoke anything.
They really
I gave
will.
up cigarettes in 1983 when
You'll
my
get it back.
son was born.
You'll get it
Max
back.
was born.